You know that feeling when someone speaks and you just can't stop listening? Maybe you have that one friend who can turn any story into an adventure, or you've watched someone who holds a room effortlessly. You might think that's natural, a talent you're born with, something written into your genetic code. And sure, in some rare cases it might be. But the truth is, anyone can learn to become that person. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how, with just 7 simple tricks you can start using immediately. And no, I'm not talking about those classroom tips like speak loud and clear or stand straight. The tricks I'm going to share with you can be used in real-life conversations wherever and whenever you want. Trick 1. The power of pauses. Let's start with something simple, the power of a pause. Now you might think, wait, isn't that too simple? But in a world where TikTok has everyone talking at double speed to keep your attention, slowing down is almost a superpower. In the real world, nobody's swiping you away after 2 seconds. They actually appreciate when you give them a moment to absorb what you're saying. And here's the truth, you can't really have too many pauses. Most people talk too fast and never pause enough. The goal isn't to place them perfectly, just start pausing more often. The more you practice it, the more natural and powerful it feels. Let's have a look at the same sentence, once with pauses and once without. If you liked the video, please be so kind and subscribe to us for free to not miss any videos in the future. Thank you. And now, let's add some small pauses. If you liked the video, please be so kind and subscribe to us for free to not miss any videos in the future. Thank you. Did you feel the difference? Same text, same person, but a completely different outcome. You think pauses aren't simple enough? Let's make it even simpler. Trick 2. Use the rule of 3. The rule of 3 is a classic for a reason. It's not just a speech trick, it's how our brains are wired. Instead of saying, I want to improve my speaking, say something like, I want to speak clearer, more confidently, and with charisma. 3 parts, and suddenly it just sounds more complete. Try it out. Next time someone asks, how was your weekend? Don't just say, it was good. Instead, you can say, it was good. I went hiking, found this amazing view, and ended up staying there for an hour, just taking it in. Trick 3. Tell micro stories, but keep it real. Everyone loves a good story, and the best speakers know how to drop micro stories, little moments that pull you right into the scene. When you tell one, your goal is simple. Make them see what you saw, hear what you heard, and feel what you felt. But here's the danger, and it's where a lot of people ruin their charisma. You probably know that one person who always tells the craziest stories. And sure, the first few times, you're hooked. But then you start to notice something's off. The details get bigger, the outcomes get wilder, and in the back of your mind, you're thinking, okay, how much of this actually happened? And sooner or later, you realize that this guy is adding things that simply didn't happen. In other words, he's lying to make the story better. This has the opposite effect in the long run, because once that trust is gone, it doesn't matter how exciting the next story is, people stop believing it, and with that, lose any interest in listening. So here's the rule, keep it real. Add emotion, add detail, but don't invent things that didn't happen. When your stories are authentic and vivid, people won't just listen, they'll trust every word. And trust is the ultimate amplifier for good storytelling. Trick 4. Mirror the listener, the art of subtle connection. So here's where we dive a bit deeper into something almost invisible but incredibly powerful, mirroring. It's not just a trick, it's like a secret handshake that you share without anyone noticing. Picture this, you're talking to someone and you subtly match their tone, maybe their energy or the pace of how they speak. It's not about mimicking them like a parrot, it's about creating a feeling that you're on the same wavelength. They lean in, you lean in slightly, they slow down, you slow down a touch. What happens is almost like magic. The other person feels understood on a deeper level and they don't even realize why. You've probably met that one person who just naturally makes you feel comfortable, like they just get you. That's mirroring in action. It's not a performance, it's a way of tuning in to the other person's frequency. And the best part, it makes them far more likely to really listen to what you have to say. So when you're speaking and you want to engage someone, think of it as a little dance. You're not copying them, but you're adjusting your rhythm to harmonize with theirs. It's subtle, it's respectful, and it's incredibly effective. The next point you've probably heard 1,000 times before. If you've ever flipped through How to Win Friends and Influence People, you'll know exactly what's coming. Trick 5. Use people's names. But here's the catch, a lot of people get this wrong. They learn this trick and suddenly they're using your name in every second sentence until it just feels weird. That's not how it works. So here's how to do it right. Drop their name in naturally once or twice in a conversation. Maybe pair it with a compliment or just weave it in where it feels natural. And it'll give them a little boost without feeling forced. Using someone's name is like a small psychological gift. People love hearing their own name. It's a word that lights up their brain a little. It's a subtle way to make them feel recognized and valued, but like any good seasoning, you don't dump the whole jar in, just a sprinkle here and there. And there's an extra benefit in first-time meetings. We've all been there. You meet someone new and are so focused on what to say that you forget their name 5 minutes after they introduce themselves. If you just repeat their name once, like, "Nice to meet you, Tyler," before you introduce yourself, you're helping your own memory. It's not just about making them feel good, it's about making sure you actually remember who you're talking to. So use other people's names in a conversation, but keep it balanced. It's a simple move that shows respect, helps you remember, and makes the other person feel seen without turning it into a name overload. Trick 6. Mindset shift. For the sixth point, let's shift the mindset. Most people treat conversations like useless but slightly entertaining use of time. But it's more than that. Every conversation is a chance to learn something genuinely interesting about someone else. People love talking about what they're passionate about or what they know well. So instead of defaulting to something like the weather, try asking them about an area where they clearly have expertise. For example, if you know they're really into photography, just say, "Hey, I've noticed you take some amazing photos. What's something you've learned recently that really changed the game for you?" This does two things. First, it makes the other person feel seen and valued because they get to share something they're proud of. And second, you actually learn something cool and build a more meaningful connection. It's not forced, it's just about being genuinely curious and letting the other person shine. And that's where the real charisma kicks in. You can even set the goal of always learning something new from a conversation. This could be something personal, but not too private, about the other person, such as a special hobby or favorite vacation spot. It could also be something useful or informative. For example, how they think about the future of AI, or even something as simple as how to effectively change a car tire. Trick 7. Practice makes perfect. So here's how to practice perfectly, in a smart and comfortable way. A lot of people think, "Hey, I'll just try these new speaking techniques with my closest friend or my partner because that's where they feel safest." But here's the catch. When you suddenly change how you speak around someone who knows you really well, it can feel a bit awkward to them. Even if you're speaking more smoothly, they might just notice that it's different and not know why. That can make it feel a bit strange for both of you. So you've got a couple of options. You can let them know in advance, like just tell them, "Hey, I'm working on improving how I speak, so you might notice me adding more pauses." That can take the awkwardness away. Or, and here comes a special trick that I highly recommend, you can start off by practicing with an AI tool like ChatGPT. You can actually talk to it as if it were a real person. So just have a chat, run through some small talk, and get instant feedback on how you're doing. Whether your pauses feel natural, whether you're using names smoothly, all in a zero pressure environment. It's a simple way to build your confidence before trying it out in the real world. And that's how you turn these tips into natural habits. There you have it. What are you waiting for? Oh, and if you also want to improve your confidence, check out the first link in the description. You can use this link to download our 16 tricks for building real, lasting confidence completely for free. Thanks for watching and keep improving.